Vienna Tower. This is Kilo India Lima Charlie Hotel Echo Romeo. So I got this airplane to Homer quite a while ago with my kids and Eve, and now that it's here, I finally want to start working on it. It's actually been here for a little bit, but I have the time now to dive in and start trying to turn this into a super cool airplane, playhouse thing, teeter-totter. We're not exactly sure what it's going to be yet, but I'm going to be working with Holland, longtime friend of mine, building it for their daughter, and I think it's just going to be awesome. It's going to be a super cool project, so let's dive in.
I'm Holland. I'm Eivin's longtime friend slash cousin of sorts. My relationship with the homestead is I spent a lot of my youth out there growing up and palling around. I moved away for a while and now I'm back to raise my family here. So my sister saw this beauty on Facebook Marketplace and I bumped into Eivin at a coffee shop and was like, dude, look at this airplane playhouse situation. And he said, I got my truck and trailer, let's get it.
So we're just gonna carry this airplane down to the shop. We thought we might play with it a little bit first, and then we're gonna carry it down to the shop and start trying to figure out how to turn this thing into a playhouse. I'm gonna take it over here. All right, let's pick this baby up and see how she flies. Okay, go for it. I'm flying my airplane. Flying my toy airplane with the excavator. Oh, I love it.
1 hour later.
That was super fun. Woo! I felt like that was something that I just needed to do because I was like, I got the excavator, we're gonna carry it down the hill, and I got the excavator, we're picking it up anyways. Why not swing it around and have a little bit of fun, right? Now that I got that out of my system, let's take it down the hill, park it next to the shop, and put it somewhere where we can actually start to turn this thing into a mostly safe toy for kids to play with. Oh! Don't crash into the outhouse! Oh God, we're gonna crash into the outhouse! I need more altitude! More altitude!
This is probably the roughest flight this poor plane has had. Hopefully. Close proximity to Eivin's shop so that we can work on it.
Trying to get it set down here exactly where we want it.
You want me to adjust it a little?
Yeah.
Are you centered? Hey, come forward.
Okay, coming forward.
Oh! A little more. Good. Let's try that. She's a little teetery still.
It's a little teetery, huh?
Yeah, she wants to nose forward. Maybe we put a third block. We just put some blocks under the nose.
I wonder if, yeah, right, we can, yeah, it would be better to be on 3 points anyways.
Yeah.
That's actually a little better already.
Yeah.
It's not so heavy that I think we can slide it. And then, yeah, putting something under the nose I think is going to be crucial. Because it is a little bit nose heavy.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Honestly.
I think if we get some blocking under it, it'll work out. Cool.
All right.
All right, we just got this plane set down here. Now we're gonna try to do a little work on it, fix it up, try to see how we're gonna build some kind of a base for it, for mounting it. I got some fun ideas for that. So we're gonna keep working on this. But I think it's also a good time to remind people that why don't you subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and hit the little bell icon. I got lots of cool videos. We're doing all kind of wacky stuff on the homestead, so this is gonna be fun. Let's get into it. Yeah, the guy that we got this from said that if we pull the brake master cylinders out of here, then maybe we could sell them for a couple $100. So yeah, oh, the sticker just came off of one of them. That's probably something that means something. Now nobody's going to want to buy it because it's missing its sticker. We'll see if we actually do that or not. Hey, if you watch this video and you need a brake master cylinder for one of these planes, hit me up in the comments and we'll try to get that to you if you need one of these, you know, because I don't think we need one. This plane doesn't need brakes. One of the cool parts about trying to figure out how to use these controls and use them correctly is it actually turns this airplane like into a simulator. You know, like if it has some of that elevation change and the, you know, the tilt, then like a kid understands the basics for what would happen with a plane when you do this and you do that.
Yes,
you know, if we can try to do that, it's like, it's like actually like it's very basic,
like action reaction,
very basic airplane simulator type thing, you know. And if we could get the pedals in there so it does this, but I don't know, I've been racking my brain for how to get it to do that, and you know, it's possible, but I don't know, you know, how much time we throw at it for the kids. But it's cool. I think it'd be cool to try to get it so it actually has some of the correct controls versus like hooking them up backwards or something like that. So it's worth a try. A potential giant ball socket would be, and then figure out like, you know, a hitch might not be like a bad way to go, is just have it sit pivoting on a ball. And then I was thinking of something more complicated than that, you know.
like hydraulics or...
Well, that's another approach too, is I do have some lineal actuators out of a hospital bed. They're like these rams, electric, that go in and out, you know, and so we provide 12 volts of power.
Oh, wow.
Basically, you just toggle a switch this way or that way, but I don't know how quick it would be. I feel like it'd probably be pretty slow. It'd be like...
So we need to find the center point of gravity.
We do kind of need to find that. I was thinking like of creating some type of an A-frame underneath of it. It comes up with a pipe and a shaft through it, and then off the shaft, it's basically like a hinge, and then off of that shaft have something that goes up and attaches to it. That gives us just one direction of seesaw, right? It's basically creating like a seesaw thing. And then the other way to do it would be some type of like a similar deal that comes up with another pipe on top of it with more hinges that come out, and so now you have, and then those go out and support it that way, and so now we have pitch this way and that way. Okay. You know, with kind of a hinge this way stacked with another hinge stacked on top of it that way, you know, and then welding it out in some capacity, and then you also have like a base for it to sit on. Yeah, there's a lot of sharp places back here where sharp metal. You got your hands. So we got to put some plywood over this somehow, cover this up. A little plexiglass window in here, and it'll make it pretty fun, I think.
What does this guy do?
Oh, that had something to do with the landing gear retracting. See, this is a round thing right here. Yeah. The wheel used to fold up in here, and then it would come down. Okay. The wheel used to ride up in here and come down that way, and then this was the pivot for it. Pivoted here, and that's what I was going to say, and then here, and so it pivoted. That's where it pivoted off of. And this had something to do probably with how the hydraulics would hook up to it, or whatever mechanism that would raise and lower the wheel. So we just need to put a little bit of a bend in this plate, and so I'm using my hydraulic press here. I've got this little wedge. It's kind of like a poor man's brake with bent metal bender. Although this press is just makeshift. Make it work with what you got. Let's go see what those look like. I think they look great. Ultimately, they're going to be way better than what we had. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what's... That's pretty good.
So this is pretty fun, welding with Holland. We actually haven't done a lot of this together. We used to fight wildfires together. We used to get in all kind of trouble together. But Holland's actually was a welder for the city of Portland for many years. So fun doing welding projects because they know what they're doing, which is awesome. You know what I just realized? Is it like we're welding right below the fuel tanks? Yeah, we'll just tack her in and probably call it good. I mean, I'm assuming it doesn't have fuel in it, but that doesn't mean that it still wouldn't.
Yeah, there might be some.
Maybe more dangerous.
Fumes. Oh, you got a hood?
Yeah, I have two.
Okay.
Hopefully it still fits like a glove. Right now Holland is welding out a big base for this thing. We want it to be really stable, so this is about an 8 foot by 8 foot base. It's gonna kind of be a pyramid that supports the middle of this plane, or the center of gravity for the airplane. So that's what we're working on right there. Holland's welding that up. And so out here, I just welded on this frame. This is the main carrying support for the airplane now. So we're gonna find the middle balance point for the airplane by putting a jack underneath of this beam right here, and we're gonna lift up on it, and it's gonna tip one way or the other, and then we go, okay, we're gonna move the jack over a little bit and it'll tip one way or another, and we'll go, okay, that's the middle point of it. And then that's where we build the 2-way hinge, or I guess it's actually a 4-way hinge that's gonna go underneath of this part of the plane so that it can tip forward and backwards and side to side. So we're getting pretty close to being able to mount that on there now. Just got our base made here, this big triangular base, and then we got our swivel made. So this way, the plane can go swivel this way. That'll be the nose of the plane, where the tail would be. It can swivel this way, and then we got these guys here that we'll weld on, and that will make it so that the plane's wings can also dip down for that roll aspect of having the airplane. So there's a good place to leave it right now. We're gonna take a short break, come back at it a little bit later. We'll see you soon. So we just found the center balance point of the whole airplane here. We got this bar, which that ended up kind of, you know, we measured center, but I figured it'd be more off, but it's like that way, between the wings is like the perfect balance point. Now this rock right here is on forward to backwards perfect point, which means it's like right about there. I think it's where the middle of the rock is touching this thing. So that's where we're gonna mount our hinge. The middle of our hinge underneath of this will sit like right here, and then we'll be able to put our pyramid base underneath of this thing. Sweet! Okay, so these things are like 10 inches apart. So we're gonna take these two pieces now, and we're gonna weld them up underneath of the plane. And then that'll make it so then we can slide this bolt in, slide that bolt in, and that should be good. So now I'm just trying to get a width. I'm just trying to get a width on this, 10 inches, so you know, we'll put it like 5 inches apart. Super cool to be working with another welder that knows what they're doing. Yeah.
Okay, well, we don't have enough overhead clearance right now, so we might need to reset this.
Set it down.
Ivan! I have an idea.
Yeah?
Let's just shove the base out here, hook it in, and then we can like slide the base back in the shop or something. Yeah, oh, come forward about 7 inches. Oh, we're gonna go that way to your right here. Okay, hold on. You can come right down a little bit. Okay, hold up there. Okay, come down like ½ inch. I'm just gonna start this pin.
Yeah.
Tap it in and, oh, there we go. Yeah, that's helpful. Oh yeah. Oh, all right.
Bingo. Look at that. There's our little 4-way swivel, or 4-way hinge. It'll make this plane tip one way and tip the other way. Pretty cool. We're gonna take the weight off it now with the excavator and see how it actually sits. Hopefully it doesn't wiggle around too much, and then we're going to try to move it inside the shop weld on all the mechanisms that are gonna make it move. What is that like to pick up? Heavy?
Easy.
Oh, it's easy.
Easy.
Interesting. What about that? Harder?
Harder.
Uh-huh.
Up a little. Whoa! Move that strap out from underneath it there, Holly. Down. Whoa! I don't know if that's far enough. You want to take a look?
I think it is.
We can go in another 4 feet
Okay.
if you want.
Yeah, I think so.
Keep going, 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 another foot or so. Come on in. That's good. Okay. That's the kind of directions I like to give. Continual input. My.
Yeah. Put one of those on each side. Cool.
Yay. Well, let me weld that on and then we can test it, yeah?
Yeah.
Or actually, we don't want to unstrap it.
We will have to unstrap it. The wings might tip side to side, but we can just put a sawhorse under it or something.
Okay.
This is super exciting right now. Holland is welding on the last piece of the nose gear. This is super cool because that means we get to test it. We get to see how it actually goes up and down. So I'm super excited for this. Hopefully that ram that we have is strong enough to do it. Yeah, I think it will be. I think it's gonna work, but we're gonna find out here in a second. So fingers crossed. We're just about to hook this thing up to electricity and we're gonna test out our ram and see how it works.
Oh, maybe these straps are Where? I think these are hung up. Honestly. Okay, I'm gonna take these back straps off.
Maybe this ram doesn't pull down. It doesn't actually say anything about downforce.
That would mean we'd need one in the back.
Yeah, we need.
Oh, Ivan.
What is it? Tweaking it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It is. It has to. That upper pin placement. Yeah. It needs to have a hinge on it. On that upper pin placement. I like the downwards attitude of the plane. I actually feel like it could come down a little bit more. Can you just hold this wing?
Yeah. I feel like it could come down more too.
All right, so I just put this thing through its paces, tried to see, I even opened it up, tried to see what makes it go tick, and it is not strong enough to do what I need it to do on this project. So I gotta go back to the drawing board, and I'm gonna try to figure something else out.
So it kind of looks like Ivan already got in here and did some of this trimming up. This had really sharp edges before, and I can see he's gone through here and cut like any of the overhanging material. So thinking 37 inches. I want to have this hang over just a little bit because I also want to do a little silicone around the edges to keep any moisture out and also kind of smooth out any of those sharp edges that aren't quite covered. Okay, so I got some blocks. Gonna shim this up so I get it where I want it. Something really cool about moving back home to Homer is spending time with Ivan. Him and I grew up together. My mom married one of the Kilcher boys' aunts. And so when I was a kid, we moved out there and spent a lot of time tromping around with Ivan, exploring the homestead and kind of like building this really great foundation, kind of shaped who I am, how I look at things and how I operate, and also is a big inspiration for moving back here now that I have a kiddo. I kind of share those things with her. So it feels really cool to be back tromping around with Eivin. It's neat that we, you know, I went off and we both kind of grew up and developed skills and found our things we do and like, and it's rad to be back and to still have those things align. Should have grabbed a Sharpie to do this. That feels good. Here we go. Now, I'm gonna trace the cardboard template of the window that we just made. Right on a rivet. All right, I think because this weather is just too good to me right now, I'm actually gonna try to do some silicone work and then call it a night, but let's see how far we can get.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Tower, this is Kilo India Lima Hotel Echo Romeo coming in on approach. Yeah, we've got about 5 miles visibility, and I think this is the perfect opportunity to thank our sponsor, Progressive Automations. When I reached out to Progressive Automations about this flight simulator project, they were more than happy to jump on board. They sent me everything I needed, from lineal actuators, power supplies, and speed controllers, to make this simulator project a complete success. So if you've got a project that needs electrical components like actuators or power supplies, make sure to check out progressiveautomations.com, and Tower, we will see you on the ground.
All right, folks, so I am back working on the airplane, and believe it or not, it's been a year since I was working on this thing last. We put it down because the lineal actuators that I had were totally bogus. They came out of a hospital bed. They worked perfect for that, I'm sure, but they weren't working for moving an entire airplane. So I got on the horn with the folks from Progressive Automation, and they sent me 3 of these bad boys. So these have a 2,000 pound lifting capacity. They still run off of DC voltage. They're exactly what I'm pretty sure we're gonna need for this plane. So now we're gonna get into it and put these things to the test, put them in the plane, but we got some fabrication to do. Let's do it. All right, so I need some switches and stuff. So when I work the controls of this plane, you kind of turn it one way or another, and it actually moves the plane and gives power to the lineal actuators. And so I am going to steal some parts out of this lineal actuator. There's some micro switches, these little blue guys on there. I'm gonna desolder those off the circuit board and put them to use. And bam, blow it away. There's our micro switch. There's our other micro switch. Perfect, that works great. Now I have 2 of these little micro switches. And when you push that button, it triggers a little switch. And so these actually are multifunction switches. They are normally opened and normally closed. They have both functions on them. So that means that right now, no button is being pressed, and these 2 terminals are making contact. The moment you hit the button, it takes electricity away. They're no longer making contact. That means it's a normally closed switch. And then NO means normally open. These 2 terminals right here are the normally open terminals. So as soon as you hit the switch, now you're making contact, and now they have power. So you can use these in 2 different ways. They're super cool little tiny switches. They don't have the power to be able to handle the full amperage of the lineal actuators that I have. So I'm gonna use relays, which means these will trigger a larger switch electronically that can handle the amperage and actually make these things work. So for now, these are perfect. I'm gonna put them to use. All right, so check this out. I just made this. It's a little 2-way switch sensor, And so basically these little micro switches, I hot glued them onto this washer very thoroughly and soldered some wires onto it. And so now this is a hacksaw blade, and I'm gonna use this hacksaw blade and stick it in between here so it can push on these switches depending on, push on that one or push on that one. And so this switch gets welded onto the moving part, this gets welded onto the non-moving part, and then when the moving part slides, pushes on one switch, pushes on the other switch, back and forth like that. That way it just makes constant motion without really wearing out those switches. I think it should work pretty good.
When wiring the DC circuitry, you must make sure you hook the polarity correctly and the negative to the negative and the positive to the positive so you get the proper function out of the linear actuator. Otherwise, if you would like the reverse polarity of the situation, you make sure it is hooked negative to the positive and the positive to the negative, and you get a reverse polarity situation. However, this only works in DC circuitry. You cannot do it in AC circuitry because AC circuitry works on a sine wave principle, which is very different than DC direct current circuitry. So this way we have one under one wing and the other under the other wing, and they are working in opposite and counter to each other and support of each other at the same time, with one working in correct polarity situation and the other one working in reverse polarity situation. This is the way it's done.
All right, so I got my DC power supply. So it's a 12 volt DC power supply. Pretty cool. This basically is spitting out the same thing that like a car battery would be putting out. Voltage wise, and it can spit out a current of 40 amps, which is great because these lineal actuators from Progressive Automations are 12 volt DC, and I forget what their amperage is. I want to say it's like 15 amps or something like that. So that's at max load, max capacity of 2,000 pounds. So this power supply can supply power to 2 lineal actuators. They sent me 2 of them, so one of them will be controlling the front, the nose. That's nose up and nose down. And then we've got the other one that's going to control kind of the pitch and the roll of the aircraft. So, sweet. So, cool thing here is I got it all hooked up, and now we can see it move. So that is in the reverse polarity situation, and it's sucking the ram back in. We switch the polarity, which just basically means negative to the positive, positive to the negative. So now it's in the correct fashion with the red going to the positive and the black going to the negative terminal. And now we're spitting it back out again. So this thing is pretty sweet. It's moving at a pretty good speed too, that I don't think is going to be anything too weird to be in the airplane. All right, it's time to install the new ram.
Okay, so now that I have this ram installed here, I can remove this front support out, and then I can play around with the angle of the plane a little bit.
This is super exciting! Pretty cool. All right, we gotta stop there. Looks pretty good to me. All right, so check this out. That is as much attitude forward and bank to the right as it can possibly do, which is a lot. Look at this thing. All right, now let's reverse it and let's go nose all the way up. That's all the way up. Wow, that's really gonna feel like when you're sitting in it, when you're sitting in it, it's really gonna feel like you're like really moving around a lot, which is pretty cool. You know, it's not gonna be very fast, but that's okay for kids. It just gives them the idea, you know, of what it's like. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty stoked.
$3,000 years later.
Exciting stuff with the plane because it's been a while since we've worked on this thing, but we're back at it, which is exciting because we've got some new lineal actuators from Progressive Automation, which are way better than the ones that we had before. And we just did a bunch of measuring, which I'm not going to bore you guys with because we laid underneath the plane for probably half an hour trying to figure out where we're going to put them. But we finally figured it out. And they're going to go right down here.
So I got that one in yesterday, and now I got one that's gonna go from here. We're gonna cut this bar off. It's gonna go from there, and it's gonna go up here. We gotta put a piece of steel in here to brace it off of, but it's gonna go between there and there. And there'll be a mirror one on the other side hooking up to the wing, and that should give us some pretty sweet control over the wings. We kind of measured how much time it was gonna take from one wing being all the way over. I think it's gonna be somewhere around 10 seconds from one wing all the way over to the other wing on the other side, which isn't very fast, but it's also, it seems like a good speed for safety for the kids and stuff like that. I think it's gonna work. So anyways, we're gonna get to it, cut that metal bar off, start welding some endpoints on, take it from there. We got the rams all hooked up, or well, the bottoms are hooked up. And now I need to just extend them out a little ways to start. They're only gonna be moving about 3 inches from one side going out and the other one retracting in 3 inches, and then vice versa. It'll change. One will come in 3 inches and the other one will go out 3 inches. And that will go from plain wing hard over one way to plain wing hard over the other way. So I need to get them out a little ways, and so these things have a 10-inch stroke. So I was gonna take them out like halfway, and then they'll be working from halfway, 3 inches that way or 3 inches in, and then that kind of gives us a little bit of leeway, I think. All right, check this out, people. I just got that ram hooked up and welded in. We're gonna see what happens. So I gotta make sure to go the right way so we don't shove the wheel and the wing into the ground. So I'm extending it. Ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Did it pick it up?
Not
like
yet.
It's just bending shit.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, that's fast. I think it'll work better with the other one in there too. That's okay. It's actually easier to slow it down.
Wow. She's speedy.
Easier to slow it down than to speed it up, because I have speed controllers that will allow us to slow it down, but I don't have anything to make it go faster, which is good.
Can you put it up one more time?
Yeah. Going up.
Moment of truth.
It's interesting, it kicks it past this point, you know? But I feel like when we have the other one, you know, it's like, it
Maybe
takes
push-pull against each other a little.
Yeah, when they push-pull against each other, I think it'll work better. Oh my gosh, so I just finished the airplane. I'm so stoked, check this out. I added a propeller right there. It's got a fan on it. And check this out, there's just some little tiny zip ties. When it comes around, it hits those zip ties and it makes that sound, kind of like playing cards on a bicycle. So I got that. I've got the lineal actuators hooked in. 1, 2, 3 lineal actuators. Gotta close the door. We've got all our switches finished. One switch right here, right there. That's one switch. The other switch is up in there. There's the other switch right there. Pretty cool, pretty freaking cool. All right, I'm gonna take it over and show it to the kids and see what they think. I just broke my plane. Dang it! In the 9th mile here. This weld broke. You know, and the funny thing about this too is Holland was like, I think we need to weld that on better. And I was like, well, I might move it. And then I didn't move it, and I forgot to do anything with it.
Whoopsies.
So
we're gonna probably have to wait until tomorrow.
Gotta wait until tomorrow.
I know.
So exciting! Oh, I've been waiting for this for so long.
And there's steps.
And there's steps.
Oh yeah.
You guys ready?
They got little grips.
All right.
Yes, we're ready.
Climb
we're ready.
aboard. Who's gonna be the pilot?
Me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come inside and teach you
There's
guys how to work
metal
the controls.
shavings, by the way, Dad.
I know. I had to do a little bit more work at the end there. Okay, I'm gonna start at the generator.
Okay.
Hang on a second.
Woo! Okay.
Okay. Oh, look. This is for
Okay.
talking. There's only one of these, though, Dad said.
All right, let me get in behind you here.
Okay, here's my hat. I want to keep it there.
Yeah, you're passenger.
I'm the passenger. Can't believe. Wait a minute. I'm the passenger, and you guys have never even flown this plane before?
Yeah!
There's something wrong with this situation.
Wait, so when we pull back, what does that make us go? This backwards?
Yep, that makes, yeah. When you pull, it's called pulling up. That means pull up. That means the nose goes up.
It's
You-
not
and
doing
you push
anything.
forward. I know. Well, that's because we haven't started the plane yet.
Oh, wait. Does this do it?
Whoa.
Okay,
Wait, back up.
Pull up.
Pull up, pull up, pull up.
We're pulling
We're going up.
We're going up. Great.
Wait, how do we start the fan?
Yeah. Right now we're not even flying. We need to start the propeller. Okay. We're going.
Okay, turn this way.
It takes a second. You gotta hold it over for a second.
Okay, we gotta level out now. Push in, push in. We're leveling out. We slowly are.
Are we?
Yeah,
It just goes kind of slow on the forwards and backwards.
this is fun.
That's the stall alarm. Stall alarm. You gotta level it back out. Level it back out. Okay.
You put in a stall alarm?
Yep.
That's cool.
Wait, we gotta do a right bank. Nice right bank. Oh no, stall alarm. Bring it back a little bit. There you go.
The stall alarm. That's cool. Okay.
Okay, we'll be coming in for some rough weather.
Okay, whoa.
Okay. Hold her steady while I get out. I'm gonna parachute out.
Yeah, you're doing skydiving.
I'm skydiving. Ready? Close the door. I better jump off the back of the wing. Skydiving.
Okay. Now we're starting to level out again. We're above the rough weather. Over. Woo. Yeah. Turn.
Hey, co-pilot, can you take the wheel for a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, tower, we're coming in for a landing soon. Any other planes exiting or entering? Good to know. No planes exiting or entering. It looks like safe flying, except for one that'll be coming in about a half an hour, so we'd better hurry to destination. We may feel a bit of turbulence as we are starting to land.
And we landed.
We landed. This is your captain speaking. We have landed.
You can now unbuckle.
Whoa. Okay, this is our next flight. Wait, let's switch. I want to be captain.
Okay.
May I have it now? Okay.
This is your co-pilot speaking. We are taking off. Fasten your seatbelts, please. Thank you.
Let's go.
This flight will be maybe 3 hours. Just get ready for the flight to go in tonight. And we're about to land. Why are we going up?
Because we're about to land. We got
Yeah.
no. We're about to land, so we pull up. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Level up now. And pull up. We've landed. We're driving in and parking the plane. Propeller up.
This is your co-pilot speaking, folks. We have now landed. You can unbuckle your seatbelts and start collecting your luggage.
Oh my gosh, we're going up! Ah!
Here we go.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness!
passengers, we are going off the runway now. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened.
Woohoo!
We're gonna need to do a big left bank.
Yeah, whoa! Whoa!
Ah,
Oh, that's the stall alarm.
Oh gosh!
I don't want to stall it
We
too much.
hit! We've been hit! Oh god! Oh jeez! Oh, level her out! Level her out! It's crazy! This is the first go around.
First airplane build
Oh
here.
yeah.
First flight simulator. I feel like we're doing pretty good.
We're doing pretty good.
We haven't crashed yet.
Oh gosh!
Sparrow, this is her second flight ever, and she still hasn't crashed.
Actually.
Oh,
Whoa.
third actually, she says.
We stopped it. I was going when we stopped it and swapped with it.
Oh, gotta go forward. The forward and back is slow, huh?
It's slow, yeah.
We're waiting and waiting.
Now we're in a little bit of a dive.
We are?
Just a little bit. Maybe not.
Oh, there's Nana.
Oh, good. Nana's coming.
Well, she's bringing Sparrow to ceramics. But she can check out there.
You're a bad co-pilot.
I'm not. I'm a little spazzy. Sparrow's saying that I should not fly an airplane. I agree.
Okay, passengers, this is your pilot speaking. We will be coming in for some rough weather. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened.
I'm ready to land. Get out of
Okay, we will be landing in a few minutes. Passengers, be ready. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened.
Okay, buckling up.
Coming in for the landing, and
Ah!
touchdown. Very nice. That was not the smoothest landing ever, but not terrible.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, let's nose it up just a little bit. Oh, you shut it off. That's okay. All right. Nice flight.
Yeah.
Sally.
That was awesome. Pretty fun.
Great
Woohoo!
flight, Sparrow and Eve.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, passengers, we are about to take off.
Okay. Okay,
These,
here we go.
these are in sync.
Oh, okay. Woo! I want some snacks. Woo! Where are we going?
I don't know. Hawaii.
Hawaii. We're going to Hawaii. Yay!
We're going to Hawaii. Okay, tower, what runway should we land on? Okay, copy. Number 3.
We're going to land on runway number 3.
Yeah.
Copy. Do you want me to take over for a while, or are you doing okay?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Okay, co-pilot, I can take over again.
Okay. You got a good rest? A little bit of Pepsi to drink?
Okay, passengers, this is your pilot speaking. We will be coming in for a landing now.
Oh, Runway 3, don't forget. Throw all your garbage in the trash.
Now we're going down and
Stewardess
up.
will come by to collect your garbage. Do not unbuckle your seatbelt until we land. Over. Whew.
Passengers, we have landed. This is your pilot speaking. Now you can unbuckle your seatbelts and get your luggage.
We're lifting up! Oh man. This is quite the pitch, isn't it?
And whoa, we lifted up.
Oh man.
Okay.
Level out.
Climb.
Okay. Start to level out.
Start leveling out.
Watch. That's a stall.
Oh no, we can't stall out. Oh no, we're gonna run straight into Tazzy! Oh my gosh!
Tazzy's in the sky. I guess he's rolling on a cloud.
Yeah, he's just rolling on a cloud. He found some
Cloud
poop
bunnies.
up there to roll in.
He found some cloud bunnies.
Cloud bunnies.
Okay, passengers, make sure you're buckled. We'll be coming in for some rough weather.
Oh no, not the road.
Turbulence. Turbulence.
Oh, not the turbulence.
Okay, tower, what runway should we be coming in on? Okay, copy. Number 4.
All right, we're going down to runway 4. Why are we pitching up if we're going in for a landing, Finley?
Because we needed to go over a storm cloud.
Oh, okay. All right. The runway is past the storm cloud.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Now we're going down.
We're still like an hour away.
It's chaos! This is why they don't hire kids to fly
Hey
airplanes.
Finley, real quick. Can you make it a little less chaotic, please? That'd be great for your passenger
Okay,
convenience and comfort.
passengers,
Maybe.
we'll be coming in for a little
Maybe.
less craziness now. And we'll be coming in for a landing in 5 minutes.
Dive!
Where's the barf bags?
There's
I'm gonna hurl.
Don't worry. Dive. Full dive.
Nose dive? Just a straight nose dive?
Yeah, we're doing a nose dive. Okay. Pull up. We're landing. We're landing. Landing. And we have landed. Engine off.
Whoa, that's a choppy landing, kids. You gotta
Welcome
work
to
on
Hawaii.
it. Hawaii? Still looks like Kachemak Bay.
Too bad. You're in Hawaii.
Nice work. Thank you, Pilot Finley. Thank you, Pilot Sparrow. All right.
Those headphones are
I do not know
uncomfortable.
if I will be booking with you again. But
This is why they don't hire kids to fly planes.
I got it.